This is Karima Baloch and she is dead. But who is Karima Baloch and why is she important? Karima was a Baloch subnational who was campaigning for free Balochistan. She had left Pakistan on the behest of the notorious Baloch subnational Mama Qadir a few years back and was actively participating in anti-Pakistan protests in Geneva and other Western hotspots. Now, when a person like Karima dies, the most obvious entity responsible for the murder that comes to mind is the Pakistani State. Right? Wrong. Let's see what actually happened. Karima Baloch was a hardcore Baloch subnational who appeared in numerous videos and participated in countless events to malign Pakistan.
देख सकते हैं कि जो मेन मसला है वो पाकिस्तान है, वो जो जितनी भी चोरियां हो रही हैं, लोगों को मारा जा रहा है.
She regularly accused the Pakistani state of human rights violation. What Karima Baloch was doing for the last many years was serving the interest of India, more particularly India's premier intelligence agency, the research and analysis wing.
श्री मोदी जी, रक्षाबंधन के दिन पे बलूचिस्तान की एक बहन आपको भाई मानकर आपसे कुछ कहना चाहती है. आपको बलूचिस्तान की बहनें एक भाई की हैसियत से मानते हैं और आपसे ये उम्मीद रखते हैं कि आप बलोच जेनोसाइड, बलूचिस्तान में वार क्राइम्स और ह्यूमन राइट्स वायलेशन के खिलाफ इंटरनेशनल फोरम्स पर बलूचों की आवाज बनेंगे.
But there is something else too. On 9 December 2020, the entire world, in particular EU, was shocked. After the EU Disinfo Lab released an investigative report about how India had been running a 15-year-long disinformation campaign against Pakistan in the West. Now, if you look at the report on page number 24 of the report, the EU Disinfo Lab reveals that the Baloch subnationals like Mehran Mari and Karima Baloch had been addressing gatherings at the UN on behalf of the organization called African Regional Agricultural Credit Association. While there seems to be a real Africa active in Africa, the speeches given in Geneva by Karima Baloch and the likes seem to be totally disconnected with the original mission of the NGO, which means that the Indian intel agencies were using the name of this NGO for providing credibility to their anti-Pakistan operations in the West.
Pakistan government is supporting military officers' clubs right in our backyard over here. The very people who commit atrocities in Balochistan come down and sit in Mississauga and Toronto and form former military officers' clubs.
Now, let us put two and two together. Karima Baloch's activities, speeches, interviews, and her connections leave little to the imagination about who was handling her and whose agenda was she working on.
अब समय आ गया है कि पाकिस्तान को विश्व के सामने बलूचिस्तान में लोगों पर हो रहे अत्याचारों का जवाब देना होगा.
The next course of action is concerned, Prime Minister also gave us certain instructions, as you know, in the all-party meeting. How those instructions will be implemented, I cannot at this stage share with you. However, MEA will do what it has to do.
Ever since Karima was exposed by name in the EU Disinfo Lab's report, she ceased to be an asset for the Indian intelligence. Karima was exposed in 9 December and she was killed on 22nd December. Within just 13 days, the Indian intelligence got rid of their exposed asset. Our resources have told us that ever since Karima's name appeared in the EU Disinfo Lab's report and her linkages with India were exposed, she was being threatened by the Indian intelligence. On 22nd December 2020, Karima ran for her life, but she was traced down and killed in a bid to remove both the witness and evidence. Karima lost her life, but this is the first of many dubious killings that were about to start on the Canadian soil. But why Canadian soil, one might ask? Well, here's why. And here's another why. Coming days will probably see similar incidents of lawless murders and violence. It's only a matter of time before other copies like Tariq Fateh and others will face the music at the hands of their masters. Karima's death is in the way of message to a lot of parties. To the Canadian Prime Minister, it says, do you really want to stand against us? To the Baloch subnationals and their apologists, it says, if you're exposed in the EU Disinfo Lab's report, run for your life. To the world, it says, although we are exposed, we are shameless, and instead of accepting that we are taking the entire world for a ride for the last 15 years, we will now kill people if we have to hush this matter.